Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Robert Reno. I am the developer of the Frankenstein system, the Son of Frankenstein system, and now the final piece to the Frankenstein system series called The Bride of Frankenstein. And this particular third piece is the one I know that everybody has been really after, because we are now going to be giving you the last two high probability bets. You're going to have now a total of six either high probability or high odds bets. You're going to be in the very high 90s playing this system, but on top of that, we have even added on a brand new money management. No more martingale. So that is wonderful. Now, as usual, you can see over here on the right-hand side of the screen, we have our clocks set up, so you can see that there is no monkey business going on here at all. We'll bring up our favorite online dealer or live dealer casino here, so we can do another full shoe demonstration. Now, as you can see here, the dealer is in the shuffle. We are going to be playing a full shoe. I am the only system developer out there that actually does these types of recordings and will show you a full shoe. Everyone else will just do little blurbs here and there to try to sucker you into a system, but me, I show you the real deal. Now, in the past, I know that with the old money management strategy that I was using, it actually, and I know you knew what this was all along, but it was what we call a martingale type of a money management system, where it's basically just a double up, and I modified that so it could even take care of the 5% banker commission on here. Now, this new money management strategy can survive long strings of losses. Okay? In fact, just earlier today, I went out as high as step 8. And the highest bet out that I had was 18 units only. That's right, just 18 units. Why? Because during our losing cycle, we're only going to be betting just a minimum unit while we're losing. But while we're winning, we're going to be increasing our bets. This is a very little known money management strategy. In fact, my casino sources have said that they haven't seen this strategy around in regular use for over 30 years. Okay? In fact, when I rediscovered this particular money management strategy, I saw that there was a flaw in it, and I fixed this flaw. So, that's good. So anyway, in comparison to the old money management, we are only going to be using about 2/3 less bankroll than before. So we're taking 66% of the bankroll that we had, and we're just going to pocket that. And we're only going to play with 1/3 of what I was suggesting before. Now, this particular money management strategy also only needs a 33% win rate in order to profit. My Bride of Frankenstein system gets about a 50% win rate, which is way more than what you'll actually need to profit. So yeah, this new management strategy did some tweaks to it, and now it is just absolutely phenomenal. So it looks like the dealer now is getting ready finally to do some dealing here. And the only time we're going to wait on this particular strategy is at the very first of the shoe. We're only going to wait out 3 hands. After that, we are going to be playing every single hand without stop. This strategy still is going to take advantage of the streaks and the chops and the 2-2s, the 1-2s, the 2-1s, 3-1s. It just doesn't matter what kind of junk comes out of that shoe. We're going to take advantage of it here. So we're going to be combining, 90 some odd percentile player advantage bet selection strategy together with a phenomenal money management strategy that only needs a 33% win rate. And the two of them together are just absolute dynamite. I absolutely love this new money management strategy. I'm not going to be showing that to you here, though. I don't want you guys to guess what kind of a system it is, but I can tell you it's not any of the common strategies that I discussed in my previous manuals. Like I said, this strategy has not been seen in about 30 years on a regular basis. And the reason it hasn't been seen in that long a time is because the bets could really escalate on it, just like a martingale. But like I said, I found the flaw and I fixed it. So now everything works beautifully. So yeah, I basically this morning had a monster shoe, and it survived it beautifully. I was just so impressed with what I saw. So very glad we have this new strategy with playing a lot less money now. I was able to survive the long strings of losses. You know, you're only going to be betting 1 unit while you're losing and increasing while you're winning. I just can't say enough about this. But this system is only designed for live dealer play only. You cannot play it with RNG. You will lose. Okay, there's our first hands. So we'll go ahead and place our first bet. Okay, no problem. So like I said, not going to be showing you the new money management strategy. I'm going to be showing you the old one with the martingale. And the bet selection strategy, though, is on my system is just so incredibly strong. It using the old one is going to be just fine for my purposes here. I'm still going to be able to totally spank this casino and make quite a bit of money. There's a tie. Go ahead and ignore that. Replace our bet out there. Takes a little while to get this going here sometimes for all the people at the table. That's okay though. I'm not in a hurry. So some of you are wondering about if I'm in fun mode or not, and you know what? I treat every game as though I am in real money mode. The only reason I'm in fun mode right now is because I'm not allowed by law to play at this casino. Online casinos, all Americans are basically banned from. But I've been banned from live casinos, not online. Okay. Another loss, no big deal. Alright. Just keep plugging away. Yeah, I always felt a little uncomfortable with my money management from before, but it was the only one in my testing at the time that actually survived worst case scenarios, because that's how I tested. It was a worst case scenario. There's our win. And that's the only way you ought to be able to test the systems under worst case conditions, right? Because you know, if a money management strategy can survive a worst case scenario, then it's worth using. And at the time, this one was the only one that survived. But now since then, we've gone on to something else even better. Way better. Now just think about it. You've got high probability and high odds bets. And I do give you a very good definition of the two, because if you look them up in the dictionary, you're going to get identical answers, but there is a distinction between odds and probability. I give you that information in my training manual. There's another one. So between our high odds bets, our high probability bets, and this fantastic new money management that can survive long strings of losses and only needs a 30% win rate in order to profit on our bet selection strategy, which is 50%, then you really cannot go wrong with this system. It is just absolutely, absolutely incredible. I've never seen anything like it. I'm so glad that I developed it, so out of all the other working parts of other non-working systems. Some people may say that you can't develop a Frankenstein system, it's going to lose. This one is the exception. Okay, loss, not a big deal. These bet selection strategies, though, it doesn't take rocket science. It's really, really easy to understand. But if you're looking for a little bit more information about this and the first two parts of this strategy, you can go to my website, www.frankensteingamblingsystem.com. And there is a brochure available. There's a nice one for us. I'll give you a few more details. So even though we were still using, this brand new money management strategy, it still profits about the same range, which is in the 30-ish odd units per shoe. Now, you can also use this total strategy on craps and roulette. Now, in the past, even though theoretically speaking, kind of poo-pooed the idea of those two games for various different reasons. Theoretically, it should have still worked, but there were some other things going on with the games that I didn't feel comfortable with giving you the green light on. There's a nice win. So now I'm saying with the invention of this new strategy, you get all the new elements, all the information on the new money management. I'm now giving you the green light. Go for it. Play your craps. Play your roulette with the Bride of Frankenstein gambling system. Now, I had to do away with this new money management strategy from the old. I'm saying I had to get rid of the styles, the conservative, normal, and aggressive styles that you heard me talk about in my other videos before. We no longer deal with those. There's no need for it anymore. It's kind of like a one-size-fits-all type of a deal. Looks like there is a pause of some type on the video, but they're still giving us live results. Not sure what's going on. I am on my own hotspot, and I have full signal. But this is going halfway around the world, so who knows what's going on in between. They may be having some internet issues. That is one of the dangers of playing online, whether it's RNG or preferred live dealer, is internet issues, and many of them occur at just the wrong time when you've got a high amount of money placed out on the table. But it's another reason why I give you these clocks that are over here. So you can see that even though the video is froze up, we are still moving forward. No editing or nothing else going on to lead you down the wrong path, think I'm trying to hoodwink you or something. There's just no need for it. That's why I haven't blurred any parts of the video. You saw before where I was starting out, money-wise, up in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, we started out with $1,451. I'm below that. The only reason I'm below that is because I got a $20 bet sitting out on the table right now. So, anyway, there we go. So yeah, we are using 2/3 less bankroll than before, which is amazing. Still profiting exactly the same. But now, we're able to survive these long strings of losses. Don't have to worry about a losing pattern. There's no such thing anymore. Okay. Not a big deal. So again, still not using the new money management. To show it here would be giving away too much information. So I'm using the old one. But again, our bet selection strategy is still in the high 90s, so it doesn't matter. Like that. There we go. Nice win. This strategy will make you very, very deadly in the casinos. They will be watching you. As a matter of fact, I kind of got a funny story on that. This last month, about 2 weeks ago, I was in Las Vegas, and 2 weeks before that, I was back in Las Vegas. Both times, I had tables at the Baccarat, pits following me. In other words, they were copying my bets, which is very dangerous. And I think when that happened on my very first trip, I was telling you about the trip before last year. Within my first hour, I was up. I think it was between $1,200 to $1,500. And the next thing I know, I've got 2 coolers after me. Now, if you're not familiar with what a cooler is, these are people that the casino hired specifically to make you lose through various legal means, whether it is trying to intimidate you somehow, or talking to distract you, break your concentration, what have you. But one of these coolers was a player, the other one was a dealer, and they did try to break me. And it was just something I hadn't expected. It was a very dirty trick on the part of the casino I was at. Very old school. I haven't seen something like that in a very long time. And then on this last visit, I was at a different casino, and the table was following me there. This time I was a little bit quicker to pick up on it, and I left immediately because I knew how dangerous that is. See what happens here. Nope. Okay, we'll put our next bet out then. So, as soon as I discovered what was going on, I got up, and everybody just kind of groaned, "Oh, you're leaving, blah, 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 no, you have to stay." And I was like, I just tapped on my watch, said, "Sorry, gotta go." You definitely don't want, because I have a winning system, you don't want to have the tables following you. But everywhere I go, there we go. Seems like everywhere I go, there's always whispers and finger pointing, and you can hear them saying, "Hey, that guy knows what he's doing." And it's so dangerous. I mean, you got to hit and run to get out and avoid them coming after you, with coolers or whatever other tricks they've got up their sleeve to make you lose or ban you. That's the worst one. So even though you can play a full shoe with my system, doesn't necessarily mean you should play a full shoe. It's very dangerous. Yeah, I mean, I can survive it, no problem, but I want to be able to come back to this casino and be able to make some money in the future. I don't want to get banned. There we go. Don't want to get banned again. I'm not too worried about banning right now. I follow a certain set of rules, which I have, I believe, on my brochure for the Bride of Frankenstein system. And the biggest rule of all is not to give them your player's club card. It will track you through that. Number 2 is hit and run, of course. And I may be out of order on this, I don't know for sure, but I've got about 15 unbreakable rules, I call them, to keep me from getting kicked out. And I teach those rules to you for free, so you don't go through what I had to go through. So I still do gamble. I just can't gamble at the establishments that I was banned from before. There's an awful lot of casinos out there. Banning is not forever, not on the blacklist per se, but this particular chain of casinos I am banned from for the next 5 years. God, that video still froze. There we go. Excellent. Nice streak there. We're riding some of that right now. Another good streak of bankers before that. Another table that was following me, actually it was one of the 2, I think it was, on my previous trip from 4 weeks ago. The dealer, nice little Asian girl, was kept saying something in Chinese, and of course the rest of the table there, I believe, was also Chinese. They were all, speaking Mandarin or whatever it is. I can't understand it, of course, so kept talking. They were very excited about something. I couldn't figure out what it was, but everyone kept looking at me. And then before I knew it, someone had leaned over and said, "You good player, you good player," and I was like, "Oh crap!" And even the dealer, when this other guy next to me said that, said, "You're a very good player," and I was like, "Oh crap! I got to get out of here quick." Because it was at that point I realized they were all talking about me and had been following me for the past 15 or 20 minutes. So, yeah, I was in a good shoe at that point. And that was me breaking my own rules of the hit and run. Guess I was feeling a little bit too cocky. There's a win. So, at one time that I didn't follow my own rules was the one time they sent coolers after me. Lesson learned, you guys. You've got to hit and run. Many reasons to do the hit and run, but now that you'll have a winning system with this Bride of Frankenstein system, you've got to hit and run. Now, a good win. Now, before, when I was playing with the old money management strategy, there was always a chance of losing, even though it was remote. It was under 1% in many cases, and in some cases it was 3% chance of loss. But when you would lose, since this was martingale, you would lose quite a bit of money. And so the reason that I advocated loss there. The reason that I advocated hit and run at that time was because of that small chance of loss. But now with the new money management, I don't worry about it. I still got to hit and run, but it's for an entirely different reason. I don't want to get banned again. Can't do it. Okay, no loss, no big deal. So now that I'm saying, okay, you can play craps and roulette too, spread yourself around a little bit. But that eye in the sky is watching you anyway. I would say really after you get your few wins to get out of the casino entirely, because the place I was at had quite a few Baccarat tables, and I was just making my rounds, so to speak. I had a nice win. Good. Get our next bet going. There we go. So I was doing my rounds, hitting each table for a few units, and just, I call it the racetrack. And they were watching me evidently the entire time. So you can't even hit, tables like that. They're still watching you regardless. No loss, no big deal. Get our next bet going. There we go. So just get in, get out of the casino entirely. If you don't like hit and run, hey, I'm sorry, I'm saying this for your own good, but if you've got several casinos in your area and you need to make some supplemental income and hit and run is just not going to do it, well then hit a number of casinos, because all of those, there's a nice win, all those little wins are going to add up. Man, I wish that video would unfreeze. It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. Never seen this kind of a problem before. Lots of issues going on here, looks like, with this casino. I know it ain't on my end. But look, we are where we are right now, profit-wise, even under worst-case conditions. I think I've probably had more losses than wins. See if I can play around with this. Maybe I can get it to unfreeze or something. Okay. Maybe the internet traffic. I am in the late afternoon, early evening here. That's when the traffic seems to be heaviest on the weekdays. Let's see what happens. No loss. Hey, we got video. Alright. Cool. And we got another dealer. Our next bet going. Ooh, nice for us. And there it is. See? Doesn't matter. I mean, I could have used a D'Alembert and I'd still be doing okay. On money management. But you need deeper pockets for a D'Alembert. And a win. So people are probably asking, well, what's your bankroll? What do you need to buy in to be able to play your system, Robert? And right now, with the new money management, the way we cut things down, on just like a regular $5 minimum at, say, craps or at roulette, you only need $500 to walk up to the table with, which is nothing. And what's my biggest drawdown so far, Ben? Well, I had to put that $180 bet out today, and I was playing at a $10 table, and that's been it so far. Still made it back. I think I made, in that shoe, it was about, what was it, 36, 37 units profit. It's a tie, which we, of course, ignore. Roulette, 999. There it is. Nice win. Yeah, that shoe was a monster shoe, too. Take me out 4 steps, take me out 5 steps, 4 again. I actually went out, like I said, nice win, all the way out to 8 steps before I had actually won. And then it gave me, I think, a couple more 4s. It was just all over the place. And this money management strategy survived no problem. If I was using this old martingale style money management, I would have lost my frickin' shorts. I'm not kidding around. And I would have been so stressed and ticked and all that kind of stuff. But now I can combine my high odds, my high probability, and my fantastic money management and just clean house. Bam, there we go. And our video still wants to try to freeze up. There we go. Alright. Okay. Looks like we've got some more players at the table. Here's our next hand. Now, there we go. If you look at our money up here in the upper left-hand corner, we are now close to being up almost $100. Now, I promise you, with each video that I release here for this system, it's all going to be full shoes again, guys. Ugh. Okay, no big deal. This particular strategy, with everything else combined, will make you a Baccarat master, it'll make you a Roulette master, it'll make you a Craps master. But I choose Baccarat for quite a variety of reasons, which you know about from watching my other videos. But I would love to go up against a Baccarat master. I know I could just smoke them. Another good win. We're now a little over $100 up. That is using $5 units. We're up $100, guys. After playing a half hour. So that's $200 an hour. Not too shabby. Double that if you're on the standard $10 table. $400 an hour. But again, this is with the old money management. changes guard, new dealer here. We're on our third dealer here, looks like, for this one shoe. Wonder why. In my experience, the only reason they would change up dealers that often is if somebody's winning too much. I'm also giving you the green light, by the way, on easy Baccarat. Poo-pooed the idea before because of this other push rule they had for a banker win with a total of 7 on 3 cards. It's like they're having some issues and had to refund my bet. Yeah, they're having server issues or something. Just gotta be patient with these guys while they're going through their problems. It's no problem for us, we're winning. So easy Baccarat, yeah, at that point I'm just, if the banker wins on 3 cards totaling 7, it's called a push. To me, that's a tie. We ignore the ties, so now I'm no longer poo-pooing the idea. I'm saying easy Baccarat that has no commission on the banker, play it. It's awesome. Tried it out for myself in Vegas 4 weeks ago, and even on my last trip too. It was great. I loved it. See if we can earn our next win. Okay. It's getting kind of frustrating. At the same time, even though we're having these internet issues, hang on a second here. Good for us. Excellent. There's our win. Okay. Well, it's good for us because I can show you that even under worst case conditions, my system still prevails. Even with all these server issues and whatever else is going on, I'm still up over $100. Still winning money. And this is not even my best money management. Yeah. Okay. No big deal. You won't find someone like me, though, doing the Baccarat tournaments and things like that. Again, see, to me, a tournament is nothing more than an excuse for a casino to find out who the hell you are. Yeah, they might give you some money if you win it or whatever, but now you're on their list of people to watch out for. So I try to avoid that stuff. I know I can go in there and kill them, but I also would like to be able to come back later and make money from them and be able to do that time and time again and again and again without being banned. The only way I can do that is just a hit and run. Not good for us. Big card, big card. Yuck. Too big. You don't have to even know how to play Baccarat. Really, I still don't have all the rules down yet. I've got probably 75% of them in my head. And that's kind of bad on my part. But Baccarat, I mean, there's myths about it. People think, well, you know, it's too difficult to play, and that's nonsense. Mini Bach, which is what we're playing here, nor the tie. Mini Bach here, the dealer does everything, as you're watching here. She knows when she has to draw, when she has to stand. And, but yeah, don't let it intimidate you. It's pretty easy. It's just whoever's closest to 9. You're guessing if it's going to be the player or if it's the banker. Aces count as 1 right there. Face cards and 10s count as 0. So here 1, 6 versus 2. They were closest to 9. If the banker wins, they take out a 5% commission. That's their little house edge they've got. Well, it's not so much house edge, that's more or less their vig, their juice, their commission. It's what they would make. If there's a house edge, it is actually on the banker slightly, but I mean really slight. It's not anything that you should base a system on, is that edge. I wouldn't worry about it. So yeah, you know, it's the game James Bond plays, and you gotta have tuxedos, and it's only available in Europe, blah blah blah. All those are just myths. Baccarat is a fantastic game. Yes, there it is. Nice win for us. No stress. Our high odds, high probability prevail once again. Pretty nice sized bet, but big deal. I knew we were going to win. Okay. Let's see if we can maybe get another win here, or 2. I think they're getting close to the end of the shoe. I can't really see any white on that shoe anymore. So this particular casino is dealing with 6 decks in their shoe. Normally, though, you'll see 8. But generally speaking, a shoe is going to last about an hour on an 8-deck shoe, that is. Okay, another freeze on the picture. There we go. Monkey, there it is. Nice, nice. I think we're going to call that good. I don't want to take any chances on the rest of that shoe that I can't see. I don't want to get caught in the middle of progression. So, yep, there it is. It's done. Okay, let's do some math here. See what we've got. Now our ending balance is 1578 minus our 1451.25 gives us $127 in 45 minutes. Roughly. A little less than that because we didn't get started till I think we were 5 minutes into it. Let's count up our wins versus losses. Alright. Our wins going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 45. No, 24. We got 24 wins. Alright, our losses are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29 losses to 24 wins. We got less wins this time than we did losses. More losses. Wow. And we still smoked them, even with all the internet issues they had. So, thanks for watching. See you next time. Take care.